Nepomniachtchi wins after Ding meltdown. GM Ding Liren produced the latest surprise in the 7th game of the 2023 FIDE World Championship. Though Ding built a promising position, capitulation ensued after a tense encounter where all three results were possible. Tension has continued to brew in the match, and with no two games looking remotely similar, it is clear that the players will continue to push the boundaries and innovate in order to get ahead in Astana. Generally known for his predictable repertoire, as outlined by Giri, Ding has continued to stun the chess world, and in round 7, he avoided Nepomniachtchi's venomous Spanish and Italian setups by stretching out his arm and grasping the e-pawn. Expecting 1.e5, Nepomniachtchi was immediately shaken to see the pawn land on e6. The French defense. For the first time in 45 years, the French defense appears in a World Championship match. Ding confirmed in the press conference that he half-jokingly suggested the French defense to Rapport before the match, and his second insisted on this approach for Game 7 the day before. Nepomniachtchi uncharacteristically spent some time playing his opening moves and selected 3.nd2, a move that the commentators described as timid. Giri claimed that the French was likely a big surprise for Ding himself, and given that his opponent hadn't played the opening competitively since 2013, Nepomniachtchi likely lacked deep preparation in these lines. The candidate's winner was the first to bear his emotions in the match and swapped out his usual confidence and fast-paced moves with a sullen demeanor and spent the opening phase with his head in his hands. On move 12, Nepomniachtchi chose the novelty 12.bd3, an improvement on Krupa-Do-Quian's 1987 clash that resulted in a win for black, but extensive time usage was a sign that he was improvising. Facing several dangerous tactical ideas, Ding defended accurately with 16.rad8, keeping the position alive, and encouraging Nepomniachtchi to win the exchange at the cost of his initiative. Like a puzzle that Naroditsky declared was Dvoretsky-esque in nature, White declined the opportunity and instead decided to bring more pieces into the fray, this time offering Ding a poisoned pawn. Multiple lengthy thinks during this period left the world number 3 in increasing time trouble, with the Chinese prospect needing to make 21 moves in just 26 minutes in order to reach the first time control. In the press conference, Ding would later state, "I just couldn't find the right continuation during the game." After going into the think tank and utilizing his immense time advantage, Nepomniachtchi appeared to steady the ship by trading a pair of bishops. However, Ding's dark squared bishop continued to dominate the board. Nepomniachtchi would later state, "The whole game was extremely sharp and extremely tense," further admitting that every side got what he wanted, perhaps alluding to the complications that arose when Ding started playing with clinical precision. When asked about this later, an inconsolable Ding simply stated, "I played the game not so bad, but in the end, I messed up things." While the result was devastating for Ding's campaign, he has proven that he can recover from such situations. With both players riding an emotional roller coaster on the world stage, it has been fascinating to witness not only the gameplay but the psychology of the match. With 5 decisive results in 7 games, we have reached a historical moment. The last time that 5 of the first 7 World Championship games were decisive was the 1958 match between GM's Mikhail Botvinnik and Vasily Smyslov. This excludes the 1972 GM's Bobby Fischer vs Boris Spassky match, as that included a forfeit. With this in mind, it is anyone's guess what happens next, but one thing is for sure, after a rest day leading into round 8, where Ding will play White, fireworks are expected.